this point, I feel like we're always saying that the next year is going to be our year, but let me tell you that 2025 is gonna be different for you this time. I'm going to help you organize and plan your year, and in this vlog I will be showing you how I plan the year, how I set my goals for 2025, how I make an efficient vision board that actually works, and I promise you, you're going to grow up both mentally, physically, spiritually. You're gonna accomplish your goals in 2025. So stick with me as I walk you through a day in my life where I plan the entire 2025 and kind of like get ready to tackle the year and just become my best self. Good morning, guys. So it is finally the day. It is the day where we plan the entire next year, and I just always look forward to this day because I love planning and organizing and kind of like dreaming about my dream life. At the same time, I'm kind of like stressed out because I don't know where to start. There are so many tips and steps to take, like when it comes to goal setting, to planning, like how do I plan a successful year, how do I set my goals, how do I find my goals, like how do I find what I want to do like next year. I managed somehow to by like learning on podcasts, on videos. Like I have been consuming a lot of this type of content and like readings and stuff like that, so now I feel like I'm a little bit more able to talk about this and give you guys steps and like tips. So yeah, I'm going to go to my desk now and we're going to review our goals and see what we're keeping and what we're not keeping, and just, you know, being proud of ourselves. If you have achieved like at least one goal, it's already very good. A lot of people set goals and never really achieve them in their entire life, which is kind of sad, but like if you have achieved at least one, it's already so nice. Let's do this. Okay, now don't make this mistake that everybody does at this point when they review their goals and they're just like, okay, this was good, this was bad, feel bad for the things you didn't accomplish, feel meh for the things you did. It just feels so normal now. It's not giving you that dopamine hit that you were expecting. So I really want you to embody your past self and feel how they would feel about you achieving this. And then for the things you didn't accomplish, I want you to not feel bad first. Ask yourself, is this goal still relevant to the life I want to live? If it's not, then you don't need to feel bad about it because it just doesn't align with you anymore. But if it is still aligning with you, I don't want you to feel bad, but just take it into the new year. Also, I want you to be so honest with yourself and check how you actually pursued this goal. Like, did you actually put the effort this year? Okay, so I'm going to do my makeup very quick because it's been a while since I did my makeup, and at the same time we're gonna catch up. For those of you who follow me like on social media, you know that I took the week off last week basically. I'm going to apply this little lip balm. It's so cute. It's a little hamster. So yeah, I took the week off because I was I was a little sick before, but I was able to like push through. But at some point it was just too much for me to, you know, keep going, and I kind of felt it in my body that I needed to take a break. When it comes to taking breaks as a full-time content creator, you know it's not easy because like what if I lose all of my followers and like I lose my momentum and people don't want to watch me anymore. Anyway, so it was really hard, but at the same time it wasn't, because I knew deep down that it would feel so good. So yeah, don't worry, I am feeling so much better now. I kind of like went through so many things. I was like, I'm going to do a very light makeup. Actually, I want to do, you know, this kind of like okay, let's find an inspo. I kind of want to do something very light and pink and soft. Okay, let's go for this one. I'll put the picture. My nose is so red, I don't know why. Okay. Then for the blush, she has very light pink blush going all the way up. So I think I'm gonna use this one. It is a spongy, you know, with the little heart thingy. It's not very pigmented. I'm going to apply it on my cheekbones, and I like to make sure that when I'm following a makeup that the person I'm following the makeup from has kind of like the same bone structure, I guess. Like, she has an oval face, which is perfect because I have an oval face. So that means if that looks like, if that makeup placement looks good on her, it's most likely gonna look good on me as well. Just lightly on the edges. Reminder to drink your water, guys. Oh my god. Was did a very... Oh, that is so much better. I actually found out that if I play with the curtains, it's like the lighting is better like this. But let me guys know, what have you been up to? What's going on right now? Are you on like holiday vacation, or are you still working or at school? Like, what are you doing and how are you doing? More importantly, like, are you doing well? I love to chat with you guys in the comments, so please do not be scared. Like, I don't bite, obviously. I know that as a consumer, sometimes I don't want to make a comment because I'm kind of scared of like how people are gonna perceive it, or like the creator, how they're gonna perceive it. But literally, just I love when people tell me about their lives. Oh my god, you guys, wait, I have been playing this game called 𝓈𝓈𝒸𝓃𝒶𝓁, and oh my god, I'm obsessed. Like, it revived my passion for fashion. For some reason, I don't know why, for the last few months or weeks, I have not been feeling myself at all. I don't know, like content wise, I don't know, there, like I was trying to find something that would make me me, and it was so weird to not be able to point something out, because before it was definitely like kawaii fashion, and when I wasn't into kawaii fashion anymore, it was like so vague, and to find yourself again after like a whole identity shift is so hard. But now I feel like I got it back and I'm so glad. Like, it feels so good and I'm happy. But I feel like if you make a whole day out of, you know, the planning and stuff, and follow this kind of structure that I'm doing right now, like in the morning you have your coffee and you go over your past goals, like what did you achieve, what you didn't achieve, things like that, just being on your computer, and then you have lunch and you relax for a little bit, and then you get ready and kind of like get into the thick of it. You wind down with some Pinterest scrolling and making your vision board. I feel like this is the perfect structure to have like a good planning day, you know? Trust me, you will feel so much better going into the new year with at least a little plan. Okay, so that is the finished look. Very easy. Put my earrings on. I'm just going to spray a little perfume reminding me of summer, which is not the mood, but it's okay. Okay, now we're gonna move to the planning session. Like, we are going to get into the thick of it, plan 2025, and I'm going to show you my system so that maybe it's easier for you to organize yourself for 2025 if you're not someone who is like a type A, or you're kind of like messy and you don't really know how to organize your life. I'm going to show you how I do mine, so maybe you can just copy me. It'll be easy. So yeah, let's do this. It is now time to tackle the journal. Yes, I know this is a lot, but hear me out. I think that we are doing journaling wrong. We all need at least 2 journals. I do not know how people do with one journal. Like, one day it is your messy thoughts, the other is how you're gonna organize your day, and then it's your manifesting journal. How do you keep track? I highly encourage you guys get at least 2 notebooks or journals, because one is gonna be your messy thoughts every time you want to brain dump anything that's personal to you, and the other one is gonna be for planning your day, planning your life. Okay, so I have my journals here that I need to set up for the new year. Okay guys, I'm filming this the next day just because I really wanted to give my Notion a revamp and I ran out of time yesterday to film everything, so I worked on it this morning and I wanted to show you how it looks now. And we're going to like set the goals, write them down, and then we'll do the vision board and I'll walk you through like the steps you need to take to make a vision board that actually works. This is my Notion now that I have revamped it. I didn't change that much of the layout, well, just the dashboard actually. I removed the agenda like page and put it right into the dashboard because I felt like there was no point in having a dashboard because then you have to click agenda and it's just like an additional step and it's kind of like bothering. I added a widget and like this cutie little plant thingy, and then I put some pictures to illustrate each page. So I really like doing this because it's like decorating my Notion. It looks so much more aesthetic and it also motivates me. Like for example, in goals I put this YouTube plaque because it is motivating to see it like this and to visualize having my own. So like, you know, this journal, it says make it happen for like manifestation. The budget planner is this little layout with, you know, your journal, you have like your water and you're just doing your finance every month. I feel like it's really motivating to have like aesthetic pictures. So this is my content calendar. So here I will be putting the week's theme because I really want to do weekly themes now on my YouTube and other socials. And then I revamped my checklist. So this is just like a weekly checklist to make sure that I did every task for my work. I have obviously my content calendar here. And yeah, I wanted to keep it simple, you know. Also very helpful to have your links in your Notion because if I need to copy paste a link, I can find it here. I actually added the same widget to my glow up guide, and if you guys get it, just make sure to, you know, I don't know how to fix that, but basically every time you log in, it will have, you know, these little bars, like scrolling bars, and you just have to adjust the widget just a little bit and then it goes away. So I didn't have, like, I spent hours trying to fix that but I couldn't, but it was such a shame not to add this cute little widget. So this is the budget planner and this is so easy to use. Basically there's a formula and you just press new month and it will give you this whole layout here. And this is my hobbies. Now this one I love it because I can update it with my project. So this is like a current project I'm working on. It's really long, but then you have up next, finished. So these are the projects I finished. I like to take a picture and add it so that way I can keep it, you know. So basically like the flower coaster, I just took a picture, you know, like that. So funny. We have goals. Now I didn't do anything yet here. I wanted to do it with you. That way I can go ahead and tell you how to set your own goals. So if you remember, I said that the best way is to reflect on the past goals, see what you want to keep, see what you want to do next, and from that you can add or remove things. But basically what I did here was writing 4 categories, and for each categories you can add as many goals as you want, but I highly recommend not getting over the 5 goals for each category. It's way too much. Even 3 goals. I think 3 goals is correct. So I basically started with career, so this is like my YouTube and socials. Then we have personal, and this is everything that is personal to you, like goals that you want to achieve, like reading books, learning something, being more confident, just working on yourself basically. So then we have financial, and finally I added spiritual. So this one can vary for everyone, but personally I really wanted to connect back to myself and basically reconnect with my spirituality. I really missed that 2021-2022 era of my life where I was really getting into spirituality, manifestation, learning about the universe. That's the theme of this new year for me, is gonna be to be myself. Oh my god, as I say this, I have right in front of me this poster I need to show you guys. It is crazy. As I say it, I look up and it's like, love yourself. It's crazy. Okay, so now I'm just going to type like my goals, and we'll then come back to this and make sure that each of my goal is SMART. This is a technique, it's pretty well known, but basically is to make sure that your goal is SMART by being measurable. Like there's different things, but I'll put it somewhere. Now for the video I just want to write them down, so let's do this. Okay, now let's make a vision board that actually works. Vision boards are not about making it aesthetic, it's really about making it feel a certain way for you. Just saving pictures and using pictures that are aesthetically pleasing but don't really reflect the feeling you want to get. Unless it is something you want to manifest, like if you want to manifest maybe a better sense of fashion, a better way to film your content. With that being said, if you guys saw the trend right now of people posting their vision board pictures and their reality pictures, you know that it actually works. But for this to work, you really need to focus on pictures that give you the feeling that you would feel when you accomplish your goal. Basically, you imagine your dream life. So then you go to Pinterest, you write your goal, you write aesthetic after it because it's like just better. Don't ask me why, it's just better. You search for a picture that actually gives you the feeling that, oh my god, this is me when I achieved this thing. This is what I'm gonna see when I'm living this life. And now the way you want to organize your vision board is put things that are really important to you at the center and very big, so that way it's like you can't miss it, you always see this first. And then I try to really group everything together. I group all of the career at one spot, like travels in another spot, so that way you can just look at it very easily. You really want it to be flowing, and yeah, just have fun with it, you guys. It's so exciting and I love ending my planning day with this. Okay guys, so that was it for today's video. I finished my vision board, so I'm going to put it on screen now. I'm so excited about it. It really reflects the life I want to live, so very carefree, relaxed, but still very grounded and dreamy, and just being my best self, looking my best, feeling my best, and just accomplishing my dreams. And it really makes me excited for the new year and to keep working towards these dreams. I know that the last year for me was a lot of introspection and a lot of challenges to kind of help me grow, and now that I'm at this moment of my life, I'm like, I know that 2025 is the year where I'm going to accomplish my dreams. So I'm super excited, and I'm also really excited to take you along with me on this journey. And yeah, we got this, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next week. Bye.